Welcome to Ground Zero,
right.
GZR, Ground Zero Radio. This is Michaela Compton, and we're back. We're back on the air. Woohoo!
Yes, we're back on the air.
Woo!
All right.
Yes, we are back on the air, and we have a great show planned for you tonight. We're going to have Cosette Smith live in the studio, as well as the Rooster. And,
Oh, yeah.
yes, starting tonight, moving forward, we will have our regular co-hosts, part of the show, have come on board here. We have Mike, Karen, and Tris Mahaffey.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Right on.
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Doing good. How's my hair?
Hair looks good.
Okay. My dad always told me I had a face for radio. So.
Perfect. I'm glad that you're here, and Cosette is she's already saddled up and ready to share her originals. But first off, I have Rebel Robbie on the phone with us.
Hey,
How you doing, Rebel
Rebel.
Robbie?
doing great. Still rebelling against the system. How are you, Michaela? I got a guest here. Karen's with us. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Michaela.
Hi, Karen. I'm glad you're on the phone, too.
Yeah, we just finished a run-through.
Awesome. So what are you guys rehearsing for?
Oh, we're playing a show at the Coach House in San Juan Capistrano
Good
this
place.
upcoming Saturday, May 6th, featuring Rob's amazing originals. We're opening for Missing Persons.
Oh, wow. That's
And
a good,
Stacy Q.
that's a good
Oh, my
gig.
God.
What a good time that's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where can people get a hold of tickets for Saturday night?
Well, we asked that they get them through the band, so Karen and I can help you with tickets, or if anyone wants to Venmo, they can just Venmo Rebel Robbie Music. They're $35, but I know if we haven't met and you don't know us, just private message us on either Facebook or Instagram, Rebel Robbie Music, and we can just hold them for you at will call, you know?
Okay, so give us the Venmo for you one more time for those tickets. What's your Venmo?
It's Rebel Robbie Music, ROBBIE, Rebel Robbie Music.
Or message you or Karen. What's Karen? How are you listed on socials?
You know, on Facebook, it's Karen Sposato, Sposato. On Instagram, you can usually find me on all over Rob's Instagram, but it's same. You can search up my name or search up KARB0T, CareBot.
There you go. Well, Saturday night sounds like it's going to be an absolute blast. Congratulations on the gig.
Thank you.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Super awesome. We're going to have you back in the studio again soon. So let's talk about that and get you booked so we can hear your originals again. And if Karen's available, maybe she can join you.
That'd be great.
Would love to. Love to see you, Michaela.
Awesome. You guys have a great week and a fantastic Saturday.
You too.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you for calling.
Very happy to do so. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Bye. That was Rebel Robbie and the phenomenal bass player Karen.
Man, that's a good gig. They're playing there at the Coach House.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they've a good friend of ours has opened up for the Missing Persons a couple times. It's a great show. Missing Persons is incredible. It's highly suggest people come out and check out that show.
Sweet. And Mike, you got some news for us tonight.
Yeah, well, it's quite interesting. I've got a lot of what's happening in town, but everybody knows today is May Day. But for our friends in Hawaii, it's Lay Day.
Well,
I mean, how great is that? Celebrating the Aloha spirit. And, hey, got to tell you. But also today in history, the Beatles. You guys have heard of the Beatles, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think they're Scottish or British or
Something
anyway,
like that.
Yeah, anyways, they started their month-long residency at the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany.
Isn't that amazing?
Today in history.
How about that?
And then in 1967, Elvis and Priscilla, Elvis Presley, for those that don't know who I'm talking about, they got married
Wow.
in Las Vegas. The wedding license cost $15. The cake cost $3,500, and that's 1967 money.
Wow.
You know,
That must have been a great cake.
yeah, I mean, that's a whole pink Cadillac there. Okay, so a couple things happening in town. On Well, first, yeah, okay. Now let's just jump ahead to May the 4th. So there's a May the 4th Be With You Star Wars theme show featuring Manic Hispanic, the Acrobats from Huntington Beach. Manic Hispanic is OCLA Montebello, and Plague Vendor and Mata Mosca from Los Angeles are going to be in town. So
Wonderful.
Nice.
There's a little bit beyond Orange County, but they're going to be at the House of Blues. Then on the 6th, Missing Persons with Rebel Robbie.
Yep, I know about that one.
At the Coach House. And then at House of Blues on the 6th also, Clutch is going to be playing. They're not local, but I know there's a big fan base here in Orange County for them. Then the May 5th through the 7th, the Beach Life Festival in Redondo Beach.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the Black Keys, the Pixies, Modest Mouse, our Orange County girl Gwen Stefani. Hey, Gwen.
Gwen, sure.
Come on in whenever you're in town, Gwen. The Black Crowes, John Fogerty, and Sublime with Rome from Long Beach. That's the rebuilding of Sublime. May 7th, Rose Tattoo from Australia. They've been doing it forever. Lead singer, I think he's 76 now, and he's
Young
still
guy.
doing it.
Young guy.
They're playing with Bang Tango from L.A., Enough's Enough, Jet Boys from L.A. also, and Steve Ramone. That's going to be at the Garden Amp in Garden Grove, just up the road here.
Nice.
They can probably hear us. Can you hear us in Garden Grove? Let us know.
Hello.
We can wave.
Yeah, and then May 13th, that's next week, but I want to let everybody know this is kind of a bigger show. It might be time to get the tickets. Huntington Beach Born Rockers Head PE with Edema and Tantric, they're going to be bringing their tour to town. They've been making a lot of news lately because they had some people on, Crazy Town was on the bill, but they had to get rid of them if you watch the news. But again, that's at the Garden Amp over here in Garden Grove, so it's going to be one heck of a show. So happy Lay Day to everybody.
Jeez. That's amazing.
Aloha.
Mikey's made for radio, isn't he?
Absolutely. That was some awesome news, Mike.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said, I got the face for radio.
That was really good stuff. Thank you
Well
so
done.
much. And Cosette, welcome to the studio.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so glad it worked out.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I
me
just found her music somehow online or I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
Either you reached out to me or I came across your stuff and I was like, oh, I gotta play this girl. And then we went off the air and I was like, I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you. And then here we are. So that she's the first person I called.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it really has been like the first time you just played one of my songs, which was so exciting. That was the first time I'd ever had any of my music on the radio. So I felt amazing. And then the next time I called in and had a short interview with you. And now here I am
Here you are.
the
Yay.
studio for a third time. So this is really fun. So thank you. Thanks for playing my stuff.
You're very welcome. That's what we do here on Ground Zero. And you, Cosette Smith, you are so well loved that you already have a caller. Let's bring the caller on the air with us. Hello. You are on the air here on Ground Zero. Tell us your name.
Hi, Cosette. This is Alexa. I'm Cosette's biggest fan.
Oh, hey, Alexa.
Hey. If you notice her necklace, I have the other half on right now. We are best friends. And I am
It's a mispa.
so
Yes.
proud of her.
Thanks, Alexa. Thanks for calling. Love you.
I love you. I would love to hear Thank God Amen. It is my favorite song that Cosette has written. When I heard it live for the first time, I was holding back tears. So I think everyone should get to hear that song.
Aw.
Well,
Thanks. You're so sweet.
check this out. Just for you, Alexa, we are playing Thank God Amen.
Here it comes. First time on air.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks, Alexa.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Two blue eyes met mine. Have we met? So mine, baby, fool me once. Go on, fool me twice. Let's not waste our time. I'll be ready by 9. Come and pick me up, 'cause I think this ends with us. I want you to hold me, make me feel something special, get to know me. Say you love my freckles. A room full of people, you're the only one I see. Oh, and it's a moment I never wanna end. Like a memory I wanna have again. And it feels so right. I think I'll be in my prayers tonight, thinking God, amen. Winter melted into spring, and that first summer was a dream. We were falling deep, then you fell on one knee. Said I do, you did too. For better or worse, we made it through. And when I look at you, I still feel like I used to. I want you to hold me, make me feel something special, get to know me. Say you love my freckles. A room full of people, you're the only one I see. Oh, and it's a moment I never wanna end. Like a memory I wanna have again. And it feels so right. I think I'll be in my prayers tonight, thinking God, amen. Yeah, our love multiplied. Now we've got our little guys. And this life I wouldn't trade, because when they say, Mama, will you hold me? Makes me feel special. They look like the daddy, but they got my freckles. In a room full of people, they're the only ones I see. Oh, and it's a moment I never wanna end. Like a memory I wanna have again. And it feels so right. I think I'll be in my prayers tonight, thinking God, amen. I thank God, amen. Oh, yeah. Thank God, amen.
Thank God, amen.
Wonderful.
I know.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Girl.
Incredible.
Thank you. I wrote that song not too long ago about my husband and my two boys. About, if you listen to the lyrics, you'll get the story of meeting my husband. It's a true story. He came up to me and asked me, like, hey, do I know you? And we'd never met. And I was like, no. But that was his pickup line. And then from there, it went. And let's see.
Mike's writing down that line.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good one.
If it works, it works.
It works. Anyway, yeah, and so then, yeah, just us getting married and having our kids, and we just had our 8-year anniversary this last month, and so I released it on our anniversary.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
8 years.
Thank you.
And on the new release.
Thanks.
That's a stunning song.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and the vocals. And you're a vocal coach, right?
Yes, I am. I have been teaching voice lessons for, oh gosh, I don't know, probably like 10-ish years or less. But yeah, I studied music in college. So I got a degree in like opera, classical music. And so then I've been teaching that, but now I'm kind of going more towards teaching, just kind of, I was really kind of strict at first, like, okay, you got to learn your classical basics. But now I'm like, you know what? Let's do what people want to do, and let's start with what they have with their like uniqueness and what's special about them, and let's just build on that. So yeah, that's what I do.
Wow. And you've been doing that for about 10 years.
Yeah, I think so. I'm like, how old am I again?
Like barely 20-something. I'm thinking you started when you were 12.
Let's see. Wait, how old am I? I think I'm 28. Yeah. So anyway, I started, I've been taking voice lessons since I was probably 12, and then started, I don't know, 18, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it shows.
Oh,
It
thanks.
definitely
I mean-
shows. Yeah, like I was saying while we were listening, is that you have the pitch, and what I myself when I listen to music, I want to see where the vocal is going. And you've taken it to a point, and then you go to the next step and the next step. I'm like, there, she's tagging that note, which is what was in my mind.
Nice.
It's phenomenal.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So I'm glad that came through to you.
Yeah,
That's
I hear
cool.
it. I hear it loud and clear.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome. So next up, we're going to listen to Outlaw. You want to tell us about this song?
Yeah. So this song, I grew up in, I was actually born here in California, Southern California. My family's all from here, but I grew up in Arizona, in Gilbert, Arizona, like a suburb of Phoenix. So I grew up in the desert. I wrote this song. It's in my mind, it's there in the desert. Like, it starts out saying there's a monsoon on the horizon. That's always been my favorite thing about Arizona, is the monsoon season. And I'm picturing kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde, couple, outlaws, wild, wild west, like running from the law and hitching trains and, I told them when I was recording the song, I was like, I want that kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly kind of a vibe to this song.
Nice.
I want it to feel like a John Wayne kind of a movie. So,
or Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Let's go Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, well, yes. I wanted to feel like a Western, like an old Western. So, let me know if you get that from this song.
Right on.
All right, check this out. This is Outlaw by Cosette Smith.
I see a monsoon on the horizon. Lightning strikes through in the distance. Between me and you, a storm's brewing. I'd say we're overdue for a big end. We pray that the Lord will be forgiven. We both know that we've been sinning. If the law found us, we'd be in prison. Strung up high till we quit kicking. Blood runs cold, the warm winds blow. The dust picks up and we're alone. They can't see us through the storm. By your side, running for our lives from the lawman's gun. And if I die before I escape, I pray the Lord my soul to take. If I live, I'm living on the run, out in the desert holding my smoking gun. Cause I'm an outlaw living fast, I'm young. See your face on a posters. Horses hooves are rolling thunder. Hitching trains and dodging bullets. Through my veins the rain of courses. Through the storm, by your side, running for our lives from the lawman's gun. And if I die before I escape, I pray the Lord my soul to take. If I live, I'm living on the run, out in the desert holding my smoking gun. Cause I'm an outlaw living fast, I'm and if I die before I escape, I pray the Lord my
We're back on.
We are back on. How'd you like that song, Outlaw?
Awesome.
Great job.
Great stuff.
Yes.
Great stuff.
Thank
you
you.
draw a great picture with the lyrics. Yeah, very much so. And I'm kind of, now that I know, I didn't really know you were from Arizona initially. Now that I know that, I can picture you over there in the Phoenix area, like you said, this little suburb area, Gilbert.
Gilbert,
Yeah, I can envision.
See it?
I can see it.
Yeah, my kind of like what I'm thinking of as far as my music goes is like, if you could give it a brand or a name, I'm thinking like Wild Wild West Coast country.
There you go.
I'm like, hey, I've got
new genre.
Yeah, that's the genre. Wild
Wait a
Wild West
minute.
Coast
Is
country.
KOCI going to change the whole thing here from classic rock?
The whole
to-
format.
Maybe there's
get on
something
board.
there.
Wild Wild
Yes.
West Coast
So that's
country.
the hashtag.
Yeah.
You know, Lainey Wilson has bell bottom country, so I was like, I gotta get one.
Okay. That's a good one.
Nice.
There it is.
I like it.
I feel like it incorporates, my desert and the coastal thing, and so there you have it.
So young, and she's already thinking of branding her own brand, her own genre. Well, why not?
Yeah.
Because who wants to fit into the genres that already everyone else is fitting into? Be you.
And it's one of those things, there's so many of us. Like, I'm like, now that you're on social media, you see the millions of people trying to do the exact same thing you're doing, know? And you have to set yourself apart. Like, something has to be noticeable and different. Like, you might have the same exact song, voice, look as somebody else, but if you have that little tiny thing, like, oh, she's got this brand that we can notice, or whatever,
Branding
whatever
is
it
everything.
is, that could be the one little thing that makes it happen for you. Like, so you never know. I'm just watching it and I'm like, okay, I have to be an individual here,
Yes, you do, and I applaud you for sticking to that.
Thanks.
Yeah, because it can be very exhausting to be the only one with your sound and your thing. Can be exhausting, and I don't know. For me, could probably question yourself too. Well, I'm not that. I'm not.
Yeah, there's that
Like,
constant
yeah.
battle of like, you see the people who have made it and have done really well, and you see why, and you're like, well, what do they say? Like, don't fix what isn't broken. If
Right.
it ain't broke,
Yeah.
don't fix it. But at the same time, it's like, we don't want another one. Like, so you have to trust. You have to just go for it, trust your gut, just hope that what you feel is good that you're doing really is.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't know if everybody
Yep.
else is going to like it, but I spent way too many years. You know how it is when you're a teenager and you're in high school and your biggest concern is what everybody else thinks about you.
Yep.
And I think it takes some years to get out of that mindset.
Absolutely.
And now in my later 20s, finally I got to that point where I'm like, oh, I do not care what all of you guys think.
That's a good spot.
Yes, and I'm like, I feel good about this. I do care about so I contacted the guy who produced the last two songs you just listened to. Sal Oliveri is a producer out in Nashville that I found through social media, and I'm so happy I found him. He produced, I can't remember the name of it, but that duet that Pink and Chris Stapleton did, if you're familiar with it.
Oh.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of the name, but I know what you're talking
yes,
about.
if you look
Because
up
I
the duet
thought,
between them, yeah.
what an interesting duet, and how well they pulled that off.
Yeah, so he produced that.
Okay.
And so he's really, obviously, I'm like, okay, you know what you're talking about. So I sent him my songs, and I'm like, I don't know if these are good. I don't know what's good. I'm just writing these. I like them. And then he gave me the feedback like, yeah, I like that song. I like that song. So in situations like that, I'm open to somebody with, who knows
Another
what they're
ear.
talking about. Yeah, I'm like, I
Yeah.
do want to know what you think. But at the end of the day, even if someone like that's like, that's not really my favorite song, it's like, okay, I have to take that as that's your preference, and I'm still going to
Yes.
go ahead and go with it.
There are plenty of stories where bands have this song that they knew was going to be the hit, and it was forced on the record, and then they put another song out, and the band sits around and waits for them to finally put that song
Yeah.
on the radio, and then
Yeah.
it becomes a hit.
Like Bohemian
So-
Rhapsody, right?
Yeah,
With Queen.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of those stories. And something you talked about, genre. Well, somebody has to create the genres in the first place.
Right.
So look at what happened with country in general, from way back when, and how it changed more to a pop side and a more acceptable side. I mean, that's kind of where the music is sitting these days. So to me, it's always been about the song.
Yeah.
Just write a really good song that's memorable, and that's what gets shared. That's what people hear and like and go, oh, my God, you should check this out.
Yeah.
The
best song wins.
The best song always wins.
That's what it's about.
Yes.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
You guys, you know what? I think you're schooling us tonight. We're being schooled by Cosette Smith.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that vocal coach thing kind of perked my ears up.
Yeah.
As you know, I just kind of go for it without any kind of idea where I'm headed when I sing.
That works too, though. If you're not at the end of the night with like your voice gone, then hey, you're doing something right.
Fortunately, I don't sing that much, but
that's so funny.
Yeah.
So we have another song coming up. This is an older song of yours titled Cancer. And do you have a story to go behind this song?
Well, yeah, I'll say, let's see. When did I release and write this song? I think 5 years ago I released it, and I had actually gotten it produced maybe even a year before that, but I didn't know how I felt about it, so I waited so long to release it. I don't know. But this song has the most streams by far of any of my songs on Spotify. It got kind of, I think picked up onto some of those good playlists that you got to get on, and anyway, so it's been keeping up steam. So this song is about some guy that I dated when I was, an older teen, and his zodiac sign was Cancer. And I really cared about the zodiac signs back then. I'm a Scorpio, but I don't really pay attention to it anymore. But then that was why the name Cancer is there. And at one of the last lines of the songs I put on there, you invade my soul like the cancer you are. And I kind of wanted to have that double meaning of he literally is a Cancer zodiac, but how Cancer actually just gets in your body and just is like an invasion. And so a little graphic maybe when I say it like that, but that was the idea.
It's a love song.
It's a love song. It's a hate the way you feel love song. It's like breaking down walls, and I'm wanting to stay all closed up and not let him in, but he's just found his way in, and I have no choice but to let it. That's the song.
Yeah, well, you're on the radio and he's not, so there you go.
Well, as far as we know.
And it's ancient history anyway, right? My latest song is about my husband and boys, so there you have it.
There you go.
My poker face, I laid my cards down. My mistake, he saw right through the cracks of my broken heart. He asked to play another round. The tracks into my soul he'd found. My conscience wished he'd go and take the lot. Most would think they'd got the best of me, but there was more that he could see. A shimmer in the dark he couldn't draw. I tried to put on my best bluff, but my final hand had been enough. He knew me now and I couldn't make him stop. Oh, I thought I could hide behind these walls I built so long ago, but he's breaking them down. He's breaking them down. He's breaking them down. I felt the water gather by the sockets that had settled dry, and I went out and I couldn't let them fall. Amazed the skies just took my breath. This hopeless soul could not protest the chance that love cement my heart could mend. He said, you're broken-hearted, and told me I'm afraid of love. These things I always realized are true. I feel the cage around my heart. My hopeless love, it tries to guard, 'cause every man I've loved has broke it apart. Oh, I thought I could hide behind these walls I built so long ago, but he's breaking them down. He's breaking them down. He's fall deep in love if I'm afraid to be attached. I don't wanna give my whole heart away, 'cause I'm afraid you won't give it back. How did I become such a guarded soul? I never wanted to be like this. Oh, I don't know how to be different now, 'cause I forgot what love is. Oh, I don't give out any trust, I don't give love, but I give lust. I know that you can read it in the cards, and I think that you might help me through. No one's ever seen me like you do. You invade my soul like the cancer you are. Oh, I thought I could hide behind these walls I built so long ago, but he's breaking them down, he's breaking them down, he's breaking them down. Oh, he's breaking them down, he's breaking them down, he's breaking them down. Oh, he's breaking them down, he's breaking them down, he's breaking them down.
And we are in the studio with Cosette Smith.
Hello.
Hi. I'm so glad that you are here, and your songs are just, your voice is stunning.
Thank you.
And the way you write lyrically, I mean, how long have you been practicing that part of your art?
Writing, let's see. I kind of wrote my first little lyrics when I was probably 13 and just felt really shy about it. And then maybe a year or two later, I started, when I was in high school, probably a sophomore or something, started writing a lot of songs and sharing them with my friends and performing them, at school things and whatever. And so, yeah, so I think about then was really when I got started. And I've written, I guess it was always kind of just singer-songwriting, kind of folky. And then I tried my hand at basically I was trying to figure out what genre do I want to kind of commit to here. And I dabbled with just straight up pop. And, it's fine, doable, but it just, I realized, I'm you know what, I write country. I've had so many times before I was really singing country songs, people saying to me oh my gosh, you sound like you should be singing country. And I'm oh, whatever. But then I'm you're right. And you know what? I grew up on country music. I've always loved it. It's always been the thing. But like I said, caring about what everybody else is thinking, you always hear, oh, I hate country from, whoever. And then I'm you know what? Forget them. Right. Everybody else likes it, so I like it. Right. So probably about a year and a half or maybe 2 years ago, I was okay, I'm just going to write some country songs, and I'm going to, in my head, be thinking I'm writing country, and now here we are.
Yeah.
And wow.
And the thing is you're writing stories. So stories of all, country is really based on stories. Pop, what's the story?
Not quite. Yeah, it's just kind of
There's no...
something catchy. And,
something catchy. And
I do like the storytelling aspect of it,
exactly.
Obviously. So, and I like the banjos, and I like the steel pedal, and I like all the other parts of it too. So yeah, it works for me.
Awesome.
So tell us where you're going to be playing at.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I would keep forgetting. Okay, so let's see. On if you're in Irvine, if you're out here and you just want to go get a burger, I'll be playing with my friend at Umami in Irvine on the 12th. And then I have a couple of big gigs at the end of the month. I'm playing at the KOCI Country Fest. I think it's the first time that they've done this country fest, and it's at Our Bar. Their Instagram is Our Bar is Your Bar, but I'm not sure the official name, and it's in Costa Mesa. And that's on May 21st, Sunday, May 21st. I'm playing about noon. So that's going to be really fun. A big country festival. There's a few of us country singers playing. And then in LA at the Troubadour, I'm playing for a songwriter showcase on May 30th. That's Tuesday at 7 p.m. And I'll be on at 7:40. If you can find my Instagram, it's just Cosette Smith Music. at the link, I have the tickets to all my shows. I have, it's a link tree, so it's got, tickets to the Country Fest, tickets to the Troubadour, my songs, things coming up, etc. So you can find it all there. If you want to come and check it out. It's
the Troubadour.
Fun. Yes, I'm so excited. Full band, 40-minute set of my original music, which was a huge goal of mine, to be playing my songs. You spend so much time as a new musician trying to make money singing everybody else's songs. And I'm like, oh, okay, my goal is to get out there full band, my music. They want to have me. They want to have Cosette Smith play her songs.
Right.
And so
That's
I'm
the way to do it.
really grateful this month I get to do that twice for 2 kind of exciting shows. So, yeah, so come out.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Wow. You're going to have to hang out with us more often.
Oh, yeah, I'm fun, right?
Yes, you are.
She's fun.
No, I'm having a great time. You guys are super fun. Thanks for having me.
I was going to, a little anecdote about you saying covers.
Yeah.
We played a set of covers, maybe a couple sets of covers, just because we wanted to get out and play.
Yeah.
And I got the weirdest, thing someone said to me, a compliment. They said, wow, you guys, we love your originals, but you could be a cover band.
You're like, gee, thanks.
What are you talking about? I'm like, that's not where my heart is.
Yeah.
You want to write your own stuff. I mean, if you're going to do this,
If you can, do
it.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. So I'm having fun.
Yeah, awesome. Well, it sounds great. Like I said earlier, I did a little bit of reconnaissance on you earlier, just so I would know who you were. And I saw that you played with a symphonic band.
Yes, yeah.
And you did More Than a Feeling, and everybody in this room knows I'm a big Boston fan. It's another story.
Nice.
But I thought that was really cool. So
how did you like my version of it, being a Boston fan?
Well, I thought it was good. And who else can do Brad Delp? I mean, you almost need to have more of a female voice to sing Boston.
Yeah.
But no, it was fantastic. And
Thanks.
And some of the other tunes. How did that come about? Do we have time for her to
Yes.
tell us? Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of the biggest, initial breaks I would say I had in my career, and that has been so much fun. So a man named Rob Gardner, he, you can find him on Spotify as well. He's very accomplished, and he decided to start that group. He calls it Cinematic Pop.
Okay.
It's a choir and an orchestra, and then there's a few of us soloists. Me, and then my friend Spencer Jones and my friend McKenna Breinholt. They're also on Spotify. They're awesome. And yeah, so he arranges all these pop songs to be cinematic. And so we go out there and just, I think he turns them into just such a cool version of this
Where
song.
was that done?
That was in Arizona.
Yeah.
So they're all from Arizona.
I mean, it's not like 10 people out there. It was 50.
There's probably...
Or more.
Yeah, there's probably 30 to 50 people in the choir.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a full symphony orchestra.
Massive.
It's so fun. So that probably started when I was in college. I don't know, maybe 6 years ago, and it's kind of just an ongoing thing. We have a few albums out.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so you can find the Boston song on Spotify. And we just, every once in a while, he'll just send us a text and be like, hey, can you guys do a show next month?
That's pretty
We're
cool.
like, yep, let's do it. So it is nice how we can just kind of come together and perform again. But yeah, it's been fun.
I always love those when they do the symphonic versions of songs, because you always hear in a song there's something beyond, what was really written. So when they do that, more than likely, I mean, even Metallica has done stuff like that, a broad symphony with them. And it adds so much more to the music. It's pretty incredible.
And bringing the choir into it, too.
Yeah.
So we also, one of my, sorry, I'm hanging back from the microphone. One of the other songs, 2 of the other songs that are my favorites, everybody likes More Than a Feeling. Take On Me. By Aha. We do.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I do that one, which is so fun.
That was the other note you tagged.
Yeah, yeah.
My wife knows I can tag that note, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. If she's listening, it makes the dogs run out of the room, but it's possible.
Let's see, what was the other? Oh, and then we just recently did Dream On.
Oh,
Aerosmith, and that is what the choir is doing in the background is really cool. Check that one out.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. So everybody, let's watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to be checking that out some more tonight.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that for sure.
Check it out. You'll
Yes.
like
Awesome. It has been
Thanks.
like a fabulous time talking to you
it.
tonight.
So much fun. And happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy
Thank
birthday to
you.
Michaela. Everybody call in and tell her happy birthday.
Aw, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And thank you for the cookies. Let's give a shout out
course.
to your friend's business.
Yes. My friend Paige in Huntington Beach, her business HB Cookies. And it's spelled kookies, like KOOK, you know, like the kooks that go out in the sand in their tennis shoes. So that's the joke. So HB Cookies. Check it out. Yeah.
Perfect.
Super good
Awesome.
cookies.
Thank you for the cookies.
Yes.
HB cookies.
Yeah. I know, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I love it. They're delicious.
Cookies.
So nice. So nice. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to be hearing from Gary Hicks from Sage Sounds Musicians Lounge. She'll be calling in tonight. We have a new song by Maka. And this girl, she is just making such headway over in Hawaii. Gary is really helping push her out here in California as well. And we'll be hearing from Gary and hearing Maka's new song at 8. And then we're going to have the Rooster
All right.
in the studio. And while we're waiting on that, how about we listen to some Stryker?
Oh, uh-oh. Here comes the hard rock stuff.
Okay, so this is you.
Yes.
This is you.
Yes.
Or you're the manager.
Yeah, I'm just a manager.
Okay.
He's got some shouts on some of these songs, though.
Yeah.
Oh, right
Oh,
on.
nice.
When it
Okay.
calls for shouting.
Yeah,
Hey,
'cause-
Mike, come
'cause
here.
I'm good at it.
What tune are you going to play first?
What do you want us to play?
How about Rock and Roll, We Do It All For You?
That's
our anthem.
Because we
Hey.
do.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear it. This is, what are you, the original Striker?
Yep. The
Here he
original
is.
Striker.
The
Original Striker, and this is the Shouter. I'm on Instagram Live. That's what I'm showing. And here's Michaela.
All right.
Hi, Instagram Live. All right, we're gonna listen to some Stryker while we're waiting on Gary. So check this out, Tied Up in Love.
Oh, Tied Up in Love?
Oh, what'd you say?
That's fine.
Did you say rock and roll Tied Up in Love?
I said Rock and Roll, We Do It All For You.
Oh,
There's a-
where did I go?
It's
Where
rock
did
and
my
roll.
brain
Wait a minute, we got
go?
a new song. Ben?
Ben.
Rock and Roll, Tied Up in
Did
Love.
anybody write that down?
I'm fired. I am
That's
so
okay.
fired. Is Tied Up Love okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yep.
Look at you, looking at me. The two of us were never meant to be. Now we're making history. Yeah, history.
Hey, the original Striker.
Awesome. I love those.
They rock,
you.
right?
Yes.
We got
good.
2 of those members right here on GZR, Ground Zero Radio. Going to be regular co-hosts and curators, not just co-hosts, but also curating the show with me.
So, do I get my music played every time I'm here, or is it just the one time?
Well, I don't know. Depends.
And
So if you bring me
Come
cookies.
come up with some new songs.
Yeah, I bring
maybe.
cookies.
Yeah.
And where's all the discs we're supposed to be jockeying?
They're on, there's this thing called MP3 now.
Oh, interweb stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. It's an invisible CD. So, Cosette Smith this has been a great interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It's so fun and great to meet both of you guys. And I'm glad
Yes.
that you guys are co-hosting now. So fun.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's great to meet you.
Little party. Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
on.
It's fun.
Thank you for being here on our maiden voyage. And
Yeah.
Yes.
into the-
Yes, our
The
relaunch.
I love that.
So this is
I feel
number
so
one.
special.
Can you imagine if we get to 100 or something? I mean, is that reality? I don't know.
sure.
Can I
Why
come
not?
back for the 100th?
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Okay.
come back for the 10th?
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Thanks for
you.
everyone for listening in, and have a great rest of your show.
Thank you very much, and good luck with all of your gigs that you have coming up and your move to Temecula.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
hug the babes when you get home.
I will. And send us a picture of you blowing out your candle on your birthday cookie.
I will. I will absolutely do that.
Yeah.
From HB Cookies.
Yeah, that's right. That's
okay.
right. Well, thanks again.
You're welcome. All right, guys. What kind of trouble should we get into now?
Great question. Mike?
Well,
He's the troublemaker.
how about let's tell everybody a little bit more about our social media that we've got. We've done some new things on social media. We have a new Facebook page and Instagram page and email address. So you can find us now as GZR, Ground Zero Radio, on Facebook and Instagram. On Instagram, it's going to be GZR_ Ground Zero _ radio. And you can, if you're interested in being on the show, you can submit your music for consideration to gzrgroundzero@gmail.com, and we will take a listen. And we would love to hear from you too. So look us up on our socials and follow us, and let's chat. Let's chat about Orange County and the music scene.
Absolutely. That's what got our interest here, is to come and help out and try to bring in some of the artists that we know of that don't get a shake on radio. There's plenty of them right out that window.
Yep.
Incredible talent in this town.
Yes.
Even Southern Orange County is unbelievable.
Right. I know. I'm so glad that you both are on board now.
Yep.
This is going to be a blast.